Hello everyone, welcome to another session on Google Sheets where we're going to do a project where we're going to create folders from Google Sheet into a Google Drive folder. So basically we have a Google Drive folder where this file is located, and then we have a template folder. Inside the template we have a sample file. When we click on the create folders menu and we click on the create folders option, this particular folder called folder 1 should get created here, and a child folder called folder A should be created inside that. Inside the folder A we should get the copy of the template file in that. So let us start this process. And as we can see here, process has finished and we have got a folder 1. Inside the folder 1 we have the folder A, and inside the folder A we have the template file. So similarly, if I want to I have some sample data here, I am going to create a folder 2 as well. And this time in the folder 2, two folders should get created. So let us try that. As we can see here, the process is running, but folder 2 is already created, and inside that folder B and C are there, and inside them the sample file is copied. So this is the project, and now what happens is, if I want to create another folder 2, right, and I give the same thing, it should not get created. So so duplicate folders are something we're trying to avoid here. So again I am trying folder 2 and folder C. Now let us see what happens. Here it is going to update as N because folder already exists. So I'm going to explain how this code works. So now let me go to extensions, click on app script. Now first we'll write a function called get super parent folder. Okay, so here it's getting the ID of the spreadsheet, and then it's getting the parent folder of that spreadsheet, and it's going to return the ID of that. Okay, so to test it, we can say function test, and I can say logger.log, and okay, now method is asking for permissions. Okay, so it is printing ER3, WER3, WER3, right? So this is the parent folder of the sheet. That's correct. Now the next step should be get the parent folder itself, and for that we're going to say parent folder. Okay, now as we know, we have a template file which is inside. We have to copy that. So now we'll get hold of the template file. To get hold of the template file, we have the 3 lines of code. Template file ID is equal to parent folder dot get folder by name template dot next dot get files by name sample dot next dot get ID. This will get the template file ID, and then we get the template file from that, and then we get the name from that. Now the main function is start folder creation, and move it here so that it's more readable, and start folder creation. So the spreadsheet, and the other one is called the sheet 1. Okay, once we have that, we're going to get the range of values from the spreadsheet by using these 2 lines of code, where we get the data that is mentioned in the spreadsheet over here. Okay, using this. Then we declare some of the variables for future use, folder chain, new folder, and update value, which we are going to use now. Then we are going to write a for loop. Okay, and this for loop is going to run. Now we're going to say if the value is y, don't do anything, right? So for example, if it is already y, then don't do anything. And that's what it means. Then we are going to get the values of the folder name to be created into variables here, which is the folder name and the child folder name. We get in these variables. And now we have to see if the folder exists, right? If folder exists, then don't do anything else, create the folder, right? So now how to write this method folder exists. Folder exists is going to be a function, separate function, and it's going to say if the folder name already exists, right? So if this lines of code, it says the, give me the folder name and the parent folder name, and it will tell you if there are folders like that in your Google Drive, it's going to say true, otherwise it's going to say false, right? So now this folder exists method is going to work, and if it doesn't exist, we're going to create a new folder for sure, right? And we're going to update, we're going to make a copy of the template file, and we are going to update the value of the template value of the spreadsheet as y, right? And here if the folder already exists, and okay, so that's how this is going to work. Now let's put it to test, and we're going to say copy paste insert one row below, and we're going to say folder 4 and folder D, right? So now we are going to add a menu here, and on calling that menu, we should be able to run the function. So for that, I'm going to add another method, and I'm going to call it as on open. Inside the on open method, we need the let's see get UI, and then under that we can say create menu, and under that we have add item, and under that we have add to UI. Now let me execute the on open method. So it's going to ask for some permissions, and I'm going to select the permissions, right? And now if I go here, I have create folders and click on create folders. It's running the script. It's going to update this as Y. We have folder 4, inside that folder D, and inside that we have the template file copied. Okay, so you can go to Google and you can search for sheetsprojects.com. Go to the link, and if you go to products, you'll be able to see the list over here. This project, it'll be a free project, so what you basically need to do is go to that project, and if you want access to the Google Sheet, and just fill your name and your Gmail ID, and these are optional. So once you click on place an order, we're going to share the folder with you. and you can copy it into your Google Drive, right? So thank you so much for listening to this. And if you want a site like this, where you want to sell your own content from your Google Drive, please go to the contact form and just send me a message. I'll get back to you and we'll put it online. All right. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.